When it comes to things like saving energy or being efficient, the first thing that probably comes to your mind is electric cars or an LED. These days, we really need to lean more towards things that are renewable instead of things that are non-renewable. And a not so talked about way of harnessing renewable energy is solar energy. So, what is this amazing tool? How does it work and how will it shape the future for us? That's what we're going to find out in this video. As always, there's going to be entertaining background footage from my electric scooter. But let's dive in. Solar energy at its simplest is the light and energy that comes from the sun. By the way, 1 million Earths can fit inside of the sun. Now, people can harness the sun's energy in a few different ways. One is using photovoltaic cells, which are what convert sunlight to electricity. The second way is using passive solar heating, and the third way is by using solar thermal technology. But what we're mostly here for is the photovoltaic cells. A group of photovoltaic cells is known as, you guessed it, solar panels. Solar panels can be used for literally everything you could possibly think of. But some examples include using it for a remote power supply, a portable power supply, battery charging, reducing your carbon footprint, and even reducing your electricity bills. Solar panels are really cool and all, but the way they work is where things get a little bit more sciencey. Each individual solar cell is made from silicon, and silicon is a semiconductor which is also used in transistors. A semiconductor is simply material that doesn't completely block electricity from flowing, nor something that allows electricity to easily flow. So it's sort of like a hybrid, a mix of a conductor and an insulator. A silicon solar cell uses two layers, one of which is an N-type silicon and the other being a P-type silicon. But you don't need to know what exactly those means. Those are just fancy stuff. Think of it like this. The first layer of silicon has extra electrons, and the second layer has empty spaces, extra spaces for electrons. So what does that have to do anything with solar energy and light? Well, light is composed of particles called photons. The sun is constantly spitting these photons out. And when photons hit the surface of a solar cell with enough energy, it can knock the extra electron out from the first layer. Light is essentially like a bunch of bullets that is shot at the electrons, which pushes it to complete a current. That was the simplest way I could explain it. Solar panels end up putting out a voltage of 0.5, but if you use multiple cells or many cells, you could add the voltage up to be able to power your home. What exactly does this say for our future though? Solar panels are literally the life-saving solution to all of our problems. What exactly is stopping us? Maybe I should ask you this. Is it sunny all the time? Of course not, because during nighttime, there is no sun. Even during the day, if it is cloudy or if it is rainy, then we have no sun. Hence, we don't have enough photons to power a solar panel. Solar panels are great, but with these limitations, we won't be able to power the entire planet with just solar panels 24/7. However, we forgot to mention how much the technology is constantly progressing these days. Solar panels are constantly improving and getting cheaper. Someday, they might even compete with the energy that we get from power grids. In the future, we might have cars that use solar panels that could go even further than Teslas on a full charge. The problem that we have right now is they don't produce a sufficient amount of energy to power a car. And charging it may not be enough because it's so difficult to stuff all those solar panels onto the roof of a car to be able to do just that. But that's a subject for a different video. If you love science the same way you love watching television or something like that, start your journey by subscribing to learn things faster than the speed of light. As always, keep on thinking.